Now, Cari Champion, who used to be a former moderator on ESPN First Take, she decides to jump into the fray. And she decides to basically scold Stephen A. Smith on the choices of words that him and Shannon Sharpe are using, which was, in this case, jealousy and words like that, and basically saying that they have no business using those type of words when discussing women's sports. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what Cari Champion had to say. I want you guys to listen to it in its entirety, and I want to come back and react to what Stephen A. Smith, what she had to say. Take a listen to that there.
And you all said, most of my male friends, a lot of my male friends have said that they feel like the women in the WNBA are jealous of Caitlin Clark. And I take issue with that word jealous, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't think, and let me just be really clear, Caitlin Clark did not ask for this attention. Caitlin Clark did not want this attention. Caitlin Clark, from what I can tell and what I can hear, it just wants to ball. She's a baller. She just wants to play basketball. She did not ask to be the megastar, but she is the mega star. People are looking to pay attention to Caitlin Clark. It makes perfect sense. I understand it. Yes, there may be some jealousy. Yes, there may be people who don't want to see her succeed, and they feel like, guess what? I have been here since its inception. I've been holding down this league for so long, these last however many years. Why did she get all the attention? Sure, that's probably a thing, but that's not the overwhelming sentiment. And I want us to stop being so simple. When we discuss women's sports, and by we, when I say men, when you all discuss women's sports, don't make it just about women being jealous of other women. That is so simple, and that's so unfair, and that's not what we should be doing. It annoys me more than anything, I promise you, because women can have other opinions outside of being jealous, which is why I want to hear more people like Shanae and Elle and Andrea and Monica and Carolyn Peck and LaChina and all the other women who've been covering this sport. And by the way, it's not just the women. Ryan Rucco, shout out to Ryan Rucco and Rebecca Lobo. They have been covering this sport, and they know that there is a nuance here. For people like Charles Barkley to have such a big platform and say, oh, these women are petty and they're jealous, like that's simple to me. That's super simple. I need you to go a little more deep than just jealous. Maybe they're resentful towards the WNBA. Maybe they feel like the WNBA did not do what they were supposed to do. Maybe that's it. Oh yeah, sure. Like maybe she's upset. I'm at work and I want to make sure that people can get their items. Sorry. But my point being is that there is so much more to this story than what you all are allowing to be told. Stop saying these women are jealous. Stop it. Let it be more than that. How about this? How about the women who actually are in the sport? Do you honestly, let me ask you this. Let me pose this question to you. Do you think, and this is where people get caught up and get mixed up. Do you think that every single woman is mad at Caitlin Clark because she's getting paid? Do you think women are mad at Caitlin Clark? Could they be mad at Nike for giving her that deal? Could they be feeling some type of way? Could there be frustration, as my girl Molly said today? Yes, of course. But you have to make it more than just that, because there's too many new people. Hi, welcome new people who just started watching the WNBA. These newcomers, and I'm talking about analysts included, who just started watching the game just yesterday. I'm keeping it a buck. And FYI, I'm doing this segment tonight with Bob Costas. He's a legend in the game. Bob just told me 5 minutes ago. Bob Costas told me 5 minutes ago that guess what? He goes, I'm okay with saying I don't know everything about the WNBA. It wouldn't be smart for me to pretend like I know what's the real element happening here. It's okay to say you don't know, instead of dumbing it down to every single woman is jealous of Caitlin Clark in the WNBA.
So you heard what she had to say. Now, before producing this show, I put up a post on our community board that I want to quickly read because it kind of encapsulates everything that I'm feeling, and then I'm going to really get into what I said, what I'm feeling. I said Stephen A. Smith's biggest mistake was allowing people to come on his show that will later turn around and show him up on TV. This is what happens when you play the role of a glorified simp. He believes that he was giving a stage to women who cover sports to voice their opinions on his large platform, but instead, what he was getting is them telling him how he should discuss women in sports. Now they're telling him that there is a way to talk about women's sports versus men's sports, and he must adhere. Then I went on to say a few other things. You guys can go check that out and kind of leave your thoughts and opinions on that post. Let me just get into this here. I don't understand why these women are attacking Stephen A. Smith. I don't understand why these women are ganging up on Stephen A. Smith. I really don't understand I don't understand what they're trying to do here. And as a male watching this, is turning me off from even wanting to view the WNBA. I'm just keeping it fun. I'm speaking from the standpoint of a man who watches sports that's beginning to gain some interest in the WNBA. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and pass. And I have the right to say that. Do you know why? Because I'm a viewer. That's the right of a viewer. You can either enjoy what you're seeing and tune in, or not enjoy it and tune off. I'm speaking from the standpoint of someone who's beginning to get turned off, and I'll tell you why. Why are they dictating to Stephen A. Smith how he should talk about women in sports? Why is he doing that? I don't hear men going around telling women how they should talk about sports. So why are they now doing that to Stephen A. Smith? Why can't he cover the sport the way he wants to? He says, they said he shouldn't use the word jealous. It should be deeper than that. If you listen carefully, Cari Champion said in that monologue, could there be jealousy? Yes, but it's deeper than that. So the word that he used was okay. So it just means that you're looking for something to complain about, because you agree that there could be an element of jealousy in some of those other players, and he used that word, so you agree with that. But the fact that it came out of a man's mouth bothers you. That's what all of this is really about. Let's just keep it frank here. 94%, 96%, 92% of our audience are male. The problem they have, for whatever reason, is a man is giving his view on a situation that is occurring between women, and they don't like the word that he used, even though she just agreed with it. But then have the courage to now to refer to Monica McNutt at the very end of her monologue to say, but you should have been covering this sport 3 years ago. What? What? So you want me to cover your sport and you want to tell me how I should talk about your sport? How about a big hell no? How about no? How about I'm going to talk about sports the way I see it, and I'm not going to conform to the way you want me to do it? How about that?